the best entertainment that was brought to Indianola was brought by Johnny Jones. Then one day, Johnny Jones built a new club, and guess what? I'm sitting in the front of it.
Club Ebony was a stop on the chitlin circuit. Black performers couldn't perform anywhere except in black communities. Most of the clubs you'd find were either in the alleys or in homes, very small grocery stores. And typically what happened is that when they played, they kept going because there's no place for them to stay.
When segregation was in its full swing, there was little black hotels, black-owned hotels. You had some people with rooming houses, they called it, and they would rent rooms to the band or whatever when you come in town.
And when my mother bought this place, there was no place that didn't know the club and know her. Most of the people, especially here in the Delta, had very large families and very small homes. So they didn't really entertain in their homes. They always came. They felt that this was like their living room. This is my home, the bar. Whenever I wasn't in school, I always was in charge of the bars. When I was 12 years old, I had Coca-Cola crates that I would stand on. I'd watch everybody and see what they got and get the money and give them a change. We didn't have child labor laws then, so whatever you could do, you did. And the still was right here, and she'd be making corn liquor even when the bands were playing.
To mute the smell, she used incense.
And my job was to make the midnight runs.
We used to save all of the bottles so that we could reuse them for the corn liquor.
This is the entrance to the area that we had as a living quarters.
You first walked through the door, there was a living room, and then to the right was a bedroom.
It wasn't this large.
No, by no means was it this large.
B.B. played often here. This was his home, and it was a big draw, and at that time he had that hit, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Now here it is, 3 o'clock in the morning. Can't even close my eyes.
I was working the bar that night, and the bus arrived. My mother said, I want to introduce you to the band members, and that's when I met B. We ultimately got married. He sent me a set of luggage, white luggage, with my initials in gold, and I'd never had anything so elegant in my life. My mother would never buy that.
Everybody wanna know why I sing the blues.
Bobby Bland.
Muddy Waters.
People like Count Basie, Duke Ellington,
Ike and Tina Turner, James Brown on it,
Jimmy Lunceford.
Big Mama Thornton.
Yeah, I should know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Mr. King,
All of the Kings, Freddie King, Albert King.
the largest crowd I ever had. That was with Bobby Rich, and he would change clothes so to make the ladies all excited to come in.
Dudes, give me some bass.
I became the owner of Club Ebony, January 4, 1974. I didn't know the switch to turn the lights off. The dressing room there, that was my room. First time I heard the thrill is gone, and 3 o'clock in the morning, and you know, my uncle didn't allow us to, we had to do church then. And when he sung that song, you had to move. Everybody played for me until they the deceased. When I look around, I look at Mr. King, look at so many of them, look at the sign, it kind of hurts to see the memory.
Thrill is gone.
Eventually, B acquired the club from Miss Shepherd, then donated the club to the museum.
Thrill is gone, baby. The thrill is gone.
BB came, and that brought the community together. It brought more love to the community.
Although I'll still live on. But so
If my mom came into the club today, she would recognize it. She would also recognize the changes and probably would think she could still operate the club.
Club Ebony is known throughout the region and is known throughout the world. Is that good?
I said,